Hello.
Hi, this is Amy.
Hey, Amy, what's happening, girl?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, doing great, doing great. So many people are excited for your show on Saturday nights.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's going to be good. We've been gone for about 5 weeks, so hometown show is going to be great.
So the new record is called Didn't It Feel Kinder, and I was reading you wrote a lot of the songs while just being bored, actually, on the road.
Yeah, I wrote a lot of songs in between touring, dates with the Indigo Girls, and then on the road too, just like having days off and sitting in a hotel room for days on end at some gigs, and just, got my computer out and started working with GarageBand and writing songs.
So you made good use of your time.
Yes, I think I did.
So how is it different doing the solo thing than working with Emily? What's the feeling like? I mean, is it just is it a little less routine for you? Are you a little bit looser, or what goes into the show? How is it different?
Well, it's completely electric, and it's more of just a straight ahead, rock punk thing, and it's I'm playing with a very different group of players. They're more from the rock community, and I would say it's looser in some ways, but it's still, I still have a discipline about it, and I work really hard at it. But it's just like a completely different world, and I travel in a van and play in clubs, and it's kind of everything is just smaller.
You travel in a van?
Yeah.
Wow, you're really you're going low, low budget on this tour, huh?
Yeah, I mean the crowds are small, so it's not it's as if I'm a smaller entity as Amy Ray instead of Indigo Girls. The crowds are a lot smaller, and we sort of do everything for ourselves. And I was tour managing this last tour, which probably won't be next time, but.
So let me get this straight. You're Amy Ray, you're the performer, and the tour manager.
On this run I was, which was kind of a nightmare, but we learned a lot from it.
So do you talk to yourself like, Amy, you better be better tomorrow night?
Yeah, I told myself to be late.
So you're playing with Jennifer O'Connor and the Holland Dutch at the Variety Saturday?
Yep.
And how did you get together with them?
Jennifer is an artist on Matador Records, and she is just a great songwriter that I hooked up with through a recommendation, actually. And
okay.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And we came to find that we had shared she had gone to Emory and lived in Atlanta for a while as well, and I didn't know that. And then she kind of moved on and moved up to Brooklyn and started becoming kind of a musician, and she's sort of influenced by a lot of the same alternative rock kind of stuff that I'm influenced by. And the Holland Dutch is a band from Atlanta that some of the members used to be in the Motoritas, which was on my record label, and they're just a great little rock band, and I wanted them to play the show too.
Well, great. They're excited about it too. They emailed me and said, please mention the show, and I said, I'm talking to Amy. So
they're good promoters.
Yeah, so now you're going to do this solo thing. I know it's a great homecoming for you to be at the Variety Saturday night, but it's true that you and Emily have a new record coming out this winter?
Yeah, we have a record coming out. It's actually going to be late March.
Okay.
Yep, and it's coming out on our own label and distributed by Vanguard, and Mitchell Froome produced it, and it's a kind of a double record. There's one record that's the full band, and then another record that's just me and Emily playing the same songs as an acoustic duo.
That's great.
Yeah.
I know you're a big activist with gay rights, and I'm just curious to know your thoughts about Proposition 8 in California. I'm sure that's making you crazy. Any plans to do any rallies or protests or anything with that?
We'll do stuff as they come up. We sort of continuously work on issues in the gay community. There's a lot of issues that are important along with that, and that, I'm not sure I had real high expectations about that. I think we're going to be kind of slow moving on that issue in this country, so I'm patient.
Okay.
But I think that, because there's a lot of progressive people that can't take the marriage issue yet either, and they're still not ready for it. But we have to keep working towards it because it's a human rights issue, I was very sad for the people in California that had gotten married and and had to feel like that was rejected. And I was moved by a lot of the speeches that I heard coming out of different people, and that just are based on human rights and the need to just embrace the idea of two people wanting to share love and having a commitment honored. And I think that's very moving. So, obviously I'm pro-gay marriage. I just, like, my thoughts about it were like, I don't know, I guess because I live in Georgia, that my perspective is so different.
Sure.
And the things that we work for, are on a different scale sometimes.
Right.
And I just think we have to just keep working and not be discouraged by one defeat, and
right.
just keep raising our voices and having relationships and being
right.
loving and showing that we're accountable and responsible and we're human and we're your neighbor, basically.
Absolutely. Just getting off topic a little bit, when you're talking about your new record and some of the alternative rock or punk rock, what are some of the bands that are your favorites or that you were influenced by for this latest record?
For this latest record, I was influenced still by The Clash and The Pretenders and some of the old standards, but as well as like the new bands like The Shins, who I absolutely love. There's a band that plays on the record with me called Arizona, that from two of the guys were living in Atlanta and were interns at my label. One of them was an intern at my label, and they influenced it a lot.
So that's interesting.
My Morning Jacket,
cool.
Influence.
So your intern, you started working. You became influenced by your intern.
Yeah, he was working at my label, and he turned me on to his band, and I was just like, God, you guys are amazing. And I listened to him for a few years, and then I was getting ready to make this record and wrote some stuff that I wanted them to play with me on it, and they definitely influenced my writing a lot.
How hot is that? He must love that. That's a huge compliment. I would think. Well, I know it's going to be a great show. I know a lot of people are excited to see you come home now. Is Emily going to pop in, or this is just all you?
She popped in when we were in Buffalo, but she's actually on her own doing a gig right now, some benefits that Sugarland is doing. So she's out there in the West playing some shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fantastic. Well, it's going to be a big one this Saturday night. Love the Variety Playhouse. I know it's going to be a great night.
Yeah.
It's so nice to talk to you, and we hope to see you in the studio when the new Indigo Girls album comes out.
There you go.
All right. The great Amy Ray, and we'll see you at the Variety Saturday night.
Okay, see you.
All right, take care.
Right.
Bye-bye. She's so nice. It was Amy Ray.